Right guys, as usual, I'm going to tell you how my day has progressed. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 12:28 p.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Thursday the 28th of April.
Right guys, so this morning I went to the co-op, very briefly, in and out. Kim was not in there. A nice gentleman was in there with a ponytail in his hair, blonde, very nice chap. I got my bits, I got the newspaper. I'm not going to go through all the bits. I mean, it's just little basic things like top-ups of drink and a pasty for tomorrow and some jelly babies. Not a lot. And I went to the desk and the guy served me and he said, take care. Now I've been in contact with my mum again, as you know, and she rang me this afternoon and she said to me that she wanted to keep in touch because she thought that I said at one point I may be in danger, which means I think some harm might come to myself from outside external forces. Not me. She said that on the phone. She rang me up. She wants to keep in touch to make sure I'm safe, in other words. So on the way back from the co-op, my neighbour was in his grey Audi. I was coming down behind the flats opposite me and his grey Audi was coming at me, not at me, but you know, towards me, that way. I was coming that way, his grey Audi, so I was going up that way and his grey Audi was coming that way. So he went that way and I went round here back to my flat. Got into my flat and then I noticed there were some builders at the side in orange fluorescent gear working in that trench. It's been there for over a month. It's a state, it's a mess, a big hole in the ground. And they've just left it. And so when I came back from the car, there's a couple of guys laughing and giggling, usual, and stuffing their faces full of food down the side of the trench. Builders. I don't know where they've come from, what they're doing, but that hole's been down there for ages. It's an ugly, horrible sight and a mess, and they keep making it down there today. Got into my flat, shut the windows, because all you can hear is builders laughing and watching them eat underneath near my balcony, and it's horrible. I just want to sit and have a bit of peace and quiet. I don't want to watch builders' bums bending over either. Right, so my neighbour passed me in his grey Audi. So I've been talking to people off of dating sites. I'm trying to find someone to go out with on a regular basis, just for a chat and a talk and a drink. So I'm talking to this guy called Richard, okay, who messaged me. So Richard was talking to me, and later on I got a message from British Gas. I've had a letter from British Gas. Yeah, I've got to sort this out. So I had a letter from British Gas telling me that my payments were on track and I was in credit. So as at the 2nd of April, I was in credit with my electricity bill. I get a message from British Gas telling me that I owe £409. £409 as of today's date. And if I don't sort it out, they're going to put £13 charge on top of that. Now, what is the point in putting charges on people's accounts, especially people like me that are on benefits and don't work? What is that going to achieve? Putting £13 on top of a debt. That's going to make poor, vulnerable and desperate people in more debt. What is the point of adding £13 charges to an already large bill when somebody obviously can't afford to pay it in one go? What is the point of doing that? So then I get messages after I've had this bill of a sexual nature. And the only thing I could do is get in contact with the police again and pass these phone numbers to the police. These men that are asking me for sex pass their phone numbers to the Kent police. I also donated to a charity before I got this bill. Out of the goodness of my heart, I donated some money to a charity. And then I suddenly get a message asking me for £409 from British Gas. Tried to get on the phone to them, there was a 55-minute wait. Me, Crystal, is waiting for a call back from British Gas because apparently one of these chat operators can't sort anything out till tomorrow, the 29th of April. But I wonder if they're still going to charge me £13 even though I've got in contact with them as soon as I got that message. Now I've got the bill as well, which I'm going to send them a copy of, that's telling me that I'm in credit. Alright? I don't get it. Don't understand it. It's enough to worry somebody to death. It's unnecessary. Got my dinner in the microwave, my bacon spaghetti bolognese. Let's have a look at this. This is the bacon spaghetti bolognese, meat-free. So I've cooked this in the microwave. I've got builders making noises underneath the balcony, which is rude, pathetic and unnecessary. And yes, my mum said that, I can ring her, obviously. I'm an adult and I can look after myself. Let's go outside and I'll show you that I've got builders. It is lunchtime after all. I'm trying to eat my dinner in peace and quiet, and this is what you get. I can hear every word they're saying, which I don't really want to either. Toasty. For a meal that's meat-free, this is really nice. So I'm waiting for British Gas to ring me back. I thought that. 52 weeks in a year, mate. 52 years in a year, mate. That's what he said. 2 years on after moving into this flat, I just want to sit on my balcony, have a bit of lunch in peace, and I can't do it. Very unprofessional. You just want to go and find somewhere to live that's peaceful and quiet, and I just can't do it. Just got people acting stupid. Anyway, I'm going to finish my lunch, guys, and have a custard tart for afterwards. But this is what happens after I've got in touch with my mum again. And, I'm trying to set up a decent direct debit, not one that leaves me penniless. Wants £150 out of my 200 quid that I get and leaves what happens? I think they come round and demand payment or something. They start knocking on your door for it. Well, I should just get the police out. See you later.